We're making a habit of asking you to come and talk to us about great investors who are passing away, Ramesh. Indeed, unfortunate for the world.
It's thank you, Neeraj, for having me. It's a great honor to paying tribute to someone who has such an intellectual influence upon my own investment process. A lot of people, of course, have hero worship Charlie Munger, like I did, and in fact, 3 generations of the Manis have done. But Charlie Munger's hero was a guy called Benjamin Franklin, diplomat, author, ambassador. And Benjamin Franklin once said that a life well lived is a better than one that is well said. A life well done is better than a life well said. And Munger not only lived a life well, he said a life well, but lived a life well also. So this is a great tribute to a great man, as you said. And I think his influence will be felt not only in terms of investing, but in terms of philosophy, logic, architecture, corporate governance, for many, many generations beyond this one.
Yeah. Ramesh, you would have had countless incidents wherein Charlie Munger would have impacted your habits, your thinking. I don't know if you got a chance to meet him. Unfortunately, I haven't had that. But tell us a bit about some of your favorite moments, whether influenced with him, by him, or seeing him or meeting him, as the case may be.
Well, I had the good fortune to meet him once in a public setting at the Berkshire AGM. I happened to be present, and he was autographing, memorabilia for people who had visited, especially international visitors, which I was. So I have been in his presence. I have listened to his AGM speeches, sometimes live on television, sometimes by being there. So it's been extraordinary. They say about great teachers that you never know where the influence stops because it affects eternity. And the same thing with Charlie Munger. I think the kind of philosophies that he resonated will resonate for long periods of time. And some of the things he taught us is that rather than buy a good business or a fair business at a good price, you buy a great business at a fair price. And that kind of extended the envelope from the intellectual village we call Graham Doddswell. I think Buffett and Munger, and I think Munger essentially pushed Buffett to invest in high quality businesses by paying a higher price. You know what Graham and Dodd did before that was you find out the liquidation value of a business and pay a price below that. What he said that we don't want a liquidating business, we want a great business, and we're willing to pay a fair price for that because compounding over a long term will make a huge difference to the value of that business. And the second concept which he had was called that great investments come sometimes 3 times, 4 times in a lifespan. And when you have a great business idea, you need to back up the truck and buy. So those are some of the very important concepts that Munger taught us. Neeraj, if I can just add, the one thing that Munger told very clearly about investing was the importance of inverting. He used the great mathematician Jacobi and say, invert a problem. You can't solve a problem linearly. Invert the problem, look back. So often when you have a problem that doesn't seem solvable, I think it helps to look backward and try and solve the problem. And I often tend to use that in my own investing.